everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Saints are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Redskins, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Easy. 319.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a 1st quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
56.
Rodgers now on first down. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Simmons. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run with Marshall, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And here's Marshall. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Rodgers now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This is Marshall. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, that's Meyer, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Play clock winding down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Down, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to one play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remember to come back on Mike for this. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They've gone final now in Dallas, and the Lions emerging victorious. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now in desperation. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.